So, hello everybody, hopefully you're having a nice day. Today we'll be talking about the Avenger, and it's because it's on sale because of Black Friday. So, yeah, let's talk about if it's worth it or not. Now, before I get into the episode, now the Alkanos is also on sale, and I made a video about it, so yeah, just check it on the community tab. I posted it recently. Or you can just check on my Is It Worth It playlist. It's literally right there, so you can easily find it on the playlist. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the pinned comment. So if you guys want to check any aircraft that's on sale, then there you go. But yeah, let's talk about the Avenger. So let's just answer the $1,000,000 question. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Go get this aircraft right now. Especially at the price that it is right now. Go get it. Absolutely, go get it. Now, why is it so good? Well, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the performance. Now, the performance, it's nothing that's going to blow your mind. It has decent top speed, decent acceleration. It's going to feel like a laser in terms of top speed. Maybe a little bit slower than that, but it kind of feels like that. So, yeah, now the acceleration and the top speed is not as good as the laser. It's just a little bit lower than that, so there you go. It's also huge, so yeah, you can't compare to a laser like that. So it also has great armor. Now sometimes it does have a bug where it does blow up in one rocket, but that barely happens. And most of the time, I think if I'm not mistaken, this thing takes a few RPG shots, so like maybe like six RPG shots, maybe like 11, 12, 13 homing rockets, and definitely 20 plus explosive rounds. Now, yes, it's going to damage you, but it won't blow up. Like, your rotors will start, like, will stop spinning, but you won't blow up. So, there you go. And so, it has a lot of armor, and its performance is pretty good. Now, let's talk about the weaponry. Now, when it comes to the weaponry, the Avenger has 3 explosive cannons, which are basically like the Kanjawi. They're not like the Kanjawi railgun in terms of damage, but it feels like you're shooting that. So it's basically you're shooting a projectile. So there you go. It's like a tank shell projectile, but it won't deal the same amount of damage as a Kanjawi. Is what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, you have one on the front, you have one on the top, and you have one on the back. So there you go. Those are your guns. Those are your main source of firepower. So let's get into the abilities that this plane has. Let's get into the pilot seat. So what's in the pilot seat? Alright, so you have your pilot seat, that's where you fly the aircraft, and then you have the passenger seat, and that's where you fire off your countermeasures. You cannot fire them alone if you're flying solo, so you need a second player if you're going to fire your countermeasures. So yeah, I recommend, chaff is the best one. Don't use flares, they're very inconsistent. And the problem with smoke is that you cannot be taken seriously. So unless you're using this aircraft to goof off, then there you go. But I would recommend chaff. And now let's go into the back of the plane. So what do you have in the back of the plane? You have a wardrobe, so you can change your outfits and customize your outfits back there. You have an armory locker, so there you go. You can customize your weapon wheel. So you say, I don't want this pump shotgun in my loadout. Go there. Remove your pump shotgun, and then there you go. You don't have to worry about that. So there you go. You get a free weapon locker. Now let's go into the back. You have some seats that you can sit people in there if you want to role play or just have people in the back for whatever reason. Maybe they're bored. You have people on the guns. You have free guns, like I said, free seats. So you can have 3 players back there shooting all guns, or you can just have one shooting all 3 guns. So you have to basically just change the camera to which gun you want. So there you go. Pretty easy. You also have a weapons locker. Sorry, my bad. A weapons workshop where you can customize all your guns in here. Turn them into Mark II variants. Maybe change your ammo types. Maybe change your delivery on the gun. You know, the usual stuff. So there you go. You have that, but you gotta have research done, which is part of the bunker and it's part of gun running. So there you go. You need a bunker for that. And you also have a vehicle workshop where you can put all your weaponized vehicles back here. Well, not all of them, because the problem is that you cannot put the Toreador in here for some reason, but you can put the Stromberg, which makes no sense, because I guess the Toreador is better, but still, like, it makes no sense. I guess they just didn't update it. And you have a security camera, which just shows the front of the plane if you're in the back, so yeah, I mean, nothing special, but I guess if you want to spy on your teammates on the front, then there you go. Another thing that it has is that it has a few bailout doors, like in front of me, as you can see in here. It has a bailout door, so you can just go in there, it'll say exit Avenger, and you'll just jump out. Or you can just go to the back of the plane and it'll give you the same option, so there you go. And last but not least, it has bombs, which I forgot to mention it when I was mentioning the weaponry. So yeah, it does have bombs, so you gotta put them in your facility, and as always, you gotta choose explosive, because explosive is the best one. Don't even bother choosing clusters, because clusters are inconsistent as shit. And gas and incendiary are good, but they're not great. Just stick with explosive, they're the cheapest one, and they're the best one. So yeah, that's pretty much the review for the Avenger. Now, you can have multiple strategies with this plane. You can fly alone, and then just have autopilot on the interaction menu, which I forgot to mention. You can actually put this aircraft in autopilot. So there you go. In the interaction menu, you just do that, engage autopilot, and then you just go into the back and fire all the guns if you want to, or just do whatever you're trying to do in the air in peace. So there you go. And you can pretty much, like I said, do multiple strategies. So you want to fly, maybe have a gunner on the back, maybe you have a full squad of somebody with the countermeasures, and maybe one gunner on the back with all 3 guns. Maybe you want to stick somebody with an insurgent, pick up custom back there. Oh, we're dying, bail out, getting the insurgent, and then you got all 9 people in the insurgent all bailing out of the Avenger. You can make a pretty cool shot out of that, or maybe a cool PvP fight. You know, there are multiple strategies that you could do. Now, what I recommend for a solo player is just stick a Stromberg back here just in case. So there you go. I'm getting my Avenger shut down. Go into the autopilot, and once you get into the autopilot, you cannot get locked on. So get into your Avenger, and get into your Stromberg, bail out, and then just go into the water and hide, or do whatever you want to do. You know, think of your strategy, whatever is your style. And yeah, definitely get this plane. It's a great plane. I love it. You'll probably love it too. And let me know what you guys think of the Avenger if you already have it. And if you don't have it, if you do buy it, let me know what you think of it. I'm actually curious to see what other people have to say about this aircraft, because you don't see it enough. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And I'll talk to you guys later on the next one. Bye-bye.